So you might have seen my other video from about a year ago where I repaired this dryer.
The heater upper.
Where it had an F01 error showing on the display. I'm Mike with Tomahawk DIY. Let's take a look at what happened with our dryer repair project from about a year ago and now the fix. This is a Kenmore HE2 washing machine. This same fix works for a lot of Whirlpools. I believe I've heard it works for Maytag. You can find a variety of videos on YouTube. All right, let's look behind here. We've got a joint here that's failed. Okay, let's see if we can have success fixing this. Now let's try putting some new solder on, putting it back together and see if it's working. I want to give you an update on the soldering solution. It worked, ran for several months, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months, 6 months even, and then the same error came back. I popped the dryer board out, soldered it back on. That happened a couple times. After the third time, I decided, you know what, I need to take it a bit farther. And I had a couple options. Replace the dryer board entirely, a brand new dryer board. That was pretty expensive, hundreds of bucks. And then there was the find the part online, buy the part, do some more intense soldering, remove the existing piece, and put the new one in. And I probably could have figured that out, but I was pretty pressed for time. So instead, I found this guy on eBay that specializes in repairing these very dryer boards. I settled in on buying a repair service off eBay. Basically, they're going to take and replace this part right here. That's the one that keeps kind of exploding. It wasn't terribly expensive, about 50 bucks. Getting a new board is a little bit of a pain, a couple $100 for a new board. You can see it's exploded out once again, and I decided rather than try buying a whole new board, because this washer is getting a little bit old and we're going to need to replace it in a few years anyway. Let's see what happens if we go through the repair. The guy was very responsive, and I told him that I had already repaired it a couple times and I sent him these pictures. He said that yeah, he should be able to repair it without trouble, and that he has these last for a really long time. Doesn't get a lot of return claims. So, pretty simple. Just going to package it up here, bubble wrap it up, ship it off to him. All right, there we go. And guess what? Today, it's come back. So it really didn't take very long. Here's the new part. They actually sent the old part as well. Hopefully, keeps this dryer running for several more years, and we don't have the same problem happening 6 months down the road again. I'm trying to keep this thing going until we're ready to buy a new washer dryer set. I'm going to put it back in. We'll see how it goes. You want to go back and check my original video where I go through the detail about really getting this circuit board popped out and put back in place. So I wanted to give this update. In my experience, you know, was it worth doing the repair for a year? Maybe, if you weren't going to keep the dryer for that long. But getting back in to fix it again, it's probably better to get it done right the first time. So subscribe to the channel, because I'll give an update if this thing breaks again in another year. But hopefully, if you're not seeing an update, you can assume that it's still going. Okay, I'll put the cover back on here in a minute, but first let's fire this thing up, see if it works. All right, I plugged the dryer back in. Moment of truth. Let's fire this thing up. All right, turned on. Let's start it, see what happens. There we go, it's running. The F01 error is gone. This thing's running. Watch for updates. Check the comments down below. Leave a comment and ask if it's still going after a year or two. I'll let you know. Okay, I turned that thing off. So hopefully this is helpful to see an update on my experience repairing this Kenmore dryer and getting rid of that F01 error. Please leave a comment about your experience down below. Smash the like button, and I hope you have a great day.